Do you want to know how you can earn up to $30 per test with UserFeel and if it's really worth it? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and I've tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and many of you have asked me about UserFeel and how it works and whether it's worth it or not. So in this UserFeel review and tutorial, I will give you an inside look and show exactly how it works and show both the pros and the cons so you can easily find out if you should join this platform or not. So let's start by going over who can join. And UserFeel is a user testing platform, meaning a platform where you can earn by testing different websites and apps, and you can join from basically all countries. You can choose when you sign up your specific country, and then you can also choose which languages you speak. For example, you can see in the FAQ section, it says that the language of the test, in most cases it would be your native language, but sometimes it can also be another language if you speak another language fluently. You can do all that when you sign up and fill out your profile. In addition to that, you also just need to be aware that there's, let's say here, what equipment you need. You need to either have a Windows or Mac computer or a mobile phone or tablet, because you can do both. You can test both on websites and on phones and tablets. It depends on the specific test. If you have several devices, you have a better chance of qualifying for different projects because then there's just more available. Also, you do need an external microphone. It doesn't have to be some kind of fancy, expensive microphone. It could just be like regular headset, basically, that you can get very cheaply. Most of us probably have it anyways because we have it from our phone. So something like that can work. And then you need to feel comfortable about speaking your thoughts out loud, because when you're testing, your screen will be recorded and your voice will be recorded when you answer different questions and say what you actually feel and think, because that is the feedback they need to improve the different apps and websites. That's what their clients pay for. That's why we can get paid to do this. So that's just the basics of what the requirements to join are. But let me now then log in, and then we can talk a little bit more about how to get started, and of course also how you can get paid and how much you can earn. So I am now logged into UserFeel, and you can see the menu. It's quite easy to navigate here. The first place is the training. There is a video that will show you more information. So if you've never done user test before, then this is a very good place to start. Sometimes you might also be asked to do a qualification test where they just test if you can do the job they're asking you to do, which is record your screen and then speak out your thoughts loudly so they can benefit from it. And if you pass that, then you can get access to the paid tests. But let's go over then how you get access to those paid tests, or how to take them once you get access to them. So you can see there's also a tab here called Take Tests, and you can see that you cannot as such find the test inside the website itself. You need to install the app even if you are on a computer, which I am now. So you need to download the app either for Windows or for Mac, and then just log in with the same password email that you use on the website. And that's the same if you do it on a phone. You can also do that. As mentioned, you can add several devices to get access to more. But then I'll just open the app here. Then you will be inside, and this is where you can see the available tests. And I am not going to show you how to actually do it, because that will just there's some privacy reasons that you can't actually show a real test, and also it's a little bit boring just to see me do a test. If you want to see demos of that, you can just check out UserFeel's website where they have different examples of how that works. But anyways, this is where you find the paid tasks. You can see this one, it would take around 20 minutes and pay $10, and this would be in English. And then I would just need to start it. I'll get all the information about what is required, and then it will record my screen and my voice. And once I'm done, I will upload it all, and then you need to wait for it to be approved. And once it has been approved, you will get paid. And speaking of getting paid, let's talk about how you can then get paid before we then go over the overall earning potential of it. Before going over how you can get paid, let's also talk about an extra way they have recently added, at the time of recording this video anyways, to earn. And you can see here, it is to take surveys. These, you can see, I can find them on the website. Right now, there are no surveys available for me. Also, be aware that you see payments are typically made within 6 weeks after completion of the survey, and sometimes it may take longer. I would say if you like taking paid surveys, use other survey apps, for example, instead. I have a video of some of the best survey apps. I'll leave a link in the top corner there. I'll also leave a link below to a list where you can find the best survey sites in your country, because getting paid 6 weeks after completing a survey, that's extremely slow. Usually when you complete a survey, you just see the money in your account right away, and then you can take it out when you reach the payout threshold. Here on UserFeel, it takes definitely more patience to earn with the survey. So I would say UserFeel is, at the time of recording this video anyways, better for the user tests. And that's what I would just focus on. But of course, before deciding if you also want to use it for that, then let's talk about how you can get paid. You can see they say it very clearly in the FAQ section that once the project has been approved, it usually takes around a week or so after the test, then you will get the money into your UserFeel wallet, and then from there you can transfer it to your PayPal account at any time. So they do not as such have a payout threshold, but that's also because they in general pay quite decently for a test. So if you complete one test, you will have earned a decent amount of money, and then you can take it out. So I like that there's not a threshold that you need to reach and that they pay via PayPal. Definitely convenient. But is it then worth it? How much can you overall get out of it? So what is important to understand is that you will get paid usually depending on the length of the test. You can see they are very transparent about this. I like this compared to many other user testing platforms, that they are very clear exactly how much they pay you. For example, you see 5 minutes test, $3, 20 minutes test, $10 there, $20 for 40 minutes, and $30 for 60 minutes test. So you can earn up to $30 for one test, but then it is also quite a long test. You would need to spend around an hour to do that. Still, for user testing and for something free that can be fun, so it's still a quite decent rate. But you should just not also expect that there will be a lot of these longer tests available. In general, when it comes to user testing platforms, you will usually not find that many. That's why it can be a good idea to join several platforms like that. And they also say that very clearly here that there's no guaranteed number of tests. Sometimes you might get 5 tests in a day, and then you don't get any tests for a year. So it's like very inconsistent, as you can see. But that is just how it is, because it all depends on the clients they have that need to have tests done, and if you fit for those. So that's just how it is. And that's something you need to accept if you want to use user testing platforms. So to sum it all up, UserFeel is a legit user testing platform where you can get paid to give feedback about websites and apps. It can be a fun way to earn, and it also pays decently. You just need to be aware that it's very inconsistent. You do not know how much you earn. Sometimes you might get several tests in a week or in a month. Other times there might be months or 6 months or maybe even a year where you basically do not get any tests. So therefore, you should also use other platforms. I will leave a link below also to a list I have of the best user testing platforms. You can find that on my website. Also there I have a written review of UserFeel where you can read a few more details, and also if you just prefer reading, you can check that out there. So all those links I will leave below so you can easily find more information about the options that you want to use. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you figure out if UserFeel is for you or not. And if it did, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.